I've seen a lot of people whining like mad that the cost of a Pleasure Beach annual pass is far too much this year, and I have to disagree, because I paid £125 for my annual pass, and I can do this. Yes, within an hour and 30 minutes, we're on park. Now, this is actually the 7th time I've been to Pleasure Beach since it opened this season. Now, had I paid straight on the door, that would have cost me around £230. But getting the annual pass means I've done all that for just £125, with the rest of the season essentially being free. And that's not including the discount you also get on drinks and merch. I'd say cheers to that. And not only that, but because I've got this pass, when I visit Efteling later this year, I will actually be able to get in for free. So that's around another £40 to £50 saving. And that's not counting the fact that I could also go to Europa Park, Emerald Park, Portaventura, and many, many more without actually paying to get in. There's absolutely no doubt that this pass is value for money. And my drive up here today, just to prove that, shows that you do get your value out of it. But whilst we're here, why not take a look around and see if there's any updates or any changes to the park since we last came. Now, we do actually have some changes, some ever so slight changes down here at the old Grand Prix turnaround. You can see at the very end that we've started to landscape the area. Now, I don't know whether this is a good or a bad thing. They're obviously prepping the ground for something. Whether it's just going to be some nice, good-looking landscaping or it's going to be something else, I don't know. But if anyone actually watched the podcast with Amanda Thompson on the Pleasure Beach YouTube channel recently, she did indicate on there that 2026 there's something very exciting coming. She seemed to be extremely excited about the announcement that they were going to make, and I would take a guess that it's going to be this area right here that they're going to talk about, and it's probably going to be a brand new coaster. Now, what that coaster is, I have no idea. My original speculation that it could be a Vekoma Boomerang or maybe an sort of suspended thrill coaster, a suspended family thrill coaster. It could be something a little bit more thrilling. The feeling that I got from Amanda on that podcast, because she did seem to be very into bigger and better and more thrilling. She's very much seemed like one of us enthusiasts when she was talking about the excitement of the park and the future of the park. So I think we could get something very exciting indeed here, and I can't wait to hear it. I really can't. Now, that seems a little bit odd to me. When they announced the ride closures at the start of the year, 5 rides that weren't coming back, the wording was very vague and no one really knew whether they were just going to be closed for the season or getting rid of completely. Now, Gallopers was unceremoniously taken out of the park and sold on, and people thought that that meant that the 5 rides that were being closed were actually being disposed of and got rid of. But Eddie Stobart's, they've actually taken all of the Eddie Stobart branding off it, but they haven't removed any of the ride, which seems an odd thing to do. Surely you'd just start removing all of the ride, not just the branding. And in other news, Enzo is back on this bad boy, and looking at how he's doing, he doesn't seem to be slowing down operations at all. I did credit Blackpool when we were here last time, without the use of Enzo, they were actually nailing the operations on Icon. It never got more than like a 30-minute queue. Trains were being fired out like every 1 minute. Now, I think there might be only 2 trains on from what I can see, because Enzo's going round every other train. But even with Enzo on, the operations seem absolutely fantastic. There doesn't seem to be any slowdown at all to dispatching these trains. And we all know what's going on behind these construction walls. You've got the new for 2026 Intamin Gyro swing, which is a bloody exciting development here at the park. But at the minute, they're just getting rid of the Bolodrome, ready for that ride to be installed. But just on this side as well, you have the River Caves, which is getting a makeover. Now, we don't know whether it's a complete makeover or just a refresh, but I'm erring on the side of it actually being quite a big makeover. Yeah, let's see how this one develops, but hopefully work's going on the inside as we speak, and it should be 2026 when we actually see this return. And I've quickly come down here to this side of the park, because obviously from the other side you can see all the way at the top. And Launchpad is actually testing. So let's see if we can get an up close view of Launchpad actually being fired up. I don't think you'd have been able to hear it on the actual video, and I won't try and enhance it because I want to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but they do have some cool onboard audio on that thing, which is going to be good to hear. I forgot to mention when I was down by where the new ride will be, the Gyro swing, that there's actually a rumour at the minute, because it's not been confirmed, but a trademark was placed by Pleasure Beach for the name Evictus, which people are speculating could be the name of the brand new Gyro swing. Now, I think we've all done a load of research, been on ChatGPT, scoured the internet for snake references and Evictus, and it doesn't actually appear to be a word that is appearing in any dictionary, in any language, or in any form of mythology. So if it is its name, it's completely made up, but it does sound as cool as hell. Evictus 2026. But also, I have been a fantastic husband and I've treated Lucy to a little gift today, and that is a chain dog or a chain link from the Wild Mouse. Now, this was one of Lucy's favourite rides. She absolutely loved it. Gutted when it was taken away in 2017, but we now have a part of the ride forever at our home, which, yeah, love collecting things like that. Looking at Launchpad testing as well, it's absolutely crazy because there's no sound at all as it shoots you up into the sky. It's almost completely silent until you get to the top and you get a big boom of the cylinder as the air pressure is released. It's absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to come down on Wednesday the 7th and ride that for the first time. Okay, so that is it for our quick flying visit to Blackpool Pleasure Beach to have a quick look and see of any updates around the park. We bumped into a wild coaster dad and a wild Jonathan. Hello. Both who are very, very wet, but go and follow this guy to find out why. But it's been a fantastic day as always at Pleasure Beach. Please like, please subscribe, and with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.